Menday's been great for Cornell. Again, 10 saves in this game. She played 36 minutes against Princeton recently. Made 16 saves in that matchup in a 4-1 win for Cornell. Didn't allow a single goal. High stick waved off. First line back on for Cornell. And a penalty in the far corner. Gillis Frechette takes a sprawl, prompting that call. And play continues till Syracuse touches. McTodd fighting for it, and there's the touch. So Frechette was streaking down the far side in the corner, was hung up and held up on her way. And as a result, Maya Darcy, the freshman defender, is headed to the penalty box. Cornell back on the power play.
She's going to get charged with a hooking here. Just enough. She was playing the puck, trying to get up with that stick, just got caught underneath the shoulder of Cornell, and that call, it could go either way. It ends up being to the benefit of Cornell.
5th penalty of the season for Darcy. So Cornell on the power play, and that first line stays out there with Frechette. She has it far side. Wrist shot blocked on its way. Batherson with the traffic. And a pass sails out of the offensive end.
Any way you can get it out of your defensive zone, you'll take. If it happens to be off of their own skate, just go after it and keep them out.
Pretty rare sloppy mistake. There's another one. Clemens with the interception. And now she'll turn on the Jets. 16 pokes it in. This is something she does very well. If you're watching film on Rayla Clemens, this is what you're seeing.
It's so impressive because she moves around so fast, but the problem for her is once she does it, she does have to go and get a break and get some water in the system.
Quick Energizer bunny off the bench, but yeah, quick shifts. Cornell back in the offensive end. Here's Izzy Daniels. She's got a goal already today. Waits, keeps the play alive, looking for an outlet. Saucer pass and out of play, out of the offensive end.
That's 3 times on this power play alone that Cornell has surrendered a mistake and had to reset the power play unit.
By its own doing, too. And usually when you carry the puck for that long like that, you've got an extra skater. Not exactly a recipe for success. Saw that right there. Caitlin Jockums establishing the offensive zone. She scored the first goal of the game for Cornell. Give the Big Red a 1-0 lead. Another turnover. Cornell keeps it. It's with Rude. Has Jockums as an outlet. Now the Big Reds set up the power play. Pass far side for Adam. Now Rude, who crept up from behind goal. That shot was blocked. Big Reds still without a shot that's reached the goal.
Good job by Syracuse here, collapsing in.
Regalado for Adam. She fans on it. Good look for Avi Adam, but could not put stick to puck.
Syracuse penalty is
and Syracuse back to full strength. Well done by that penalty kill unit. Not a single shot reached its way to Ariel Desmet.
Any way you can to keep the momentum in your favor. Syracuse has it now.
Now the Orange have numbers. A 4-on-2 break for the Cuse. And an offsides is called. That is tough for Syracuse. We say hockey's a game of inches. There's another example of it right there.
Just barely offsides. And I think part of the issue was that it was turned into a little bit of a 4-on-2 situation. Their legs, they were on the ice for a long time for the penalty kill. Just a lapse in a mental game moment, and you kind of go a little bit ahead of the puck, and that's where the offside gets called.
I'd say that's asterisk number 3. The first one was the Rayla Clemens post. The second was the Tatum White goal that was disallowed because of offsides. Then maybe that one. That's a 4-on-2 break right there. Waved off.
The numbers say you score in that situation more often than not.
If all those plays result in goals, it's a 3-3 game right now. Instead, it's 3-0. Rhea Hicks on the forecheck. Ooh, dangerous puck in front. Todd almost used her hand and had a scoring opportunity. Instead, SU remains scoreless, and Mende covers it up.
Smart cover here by Mende. She's seeing that Syracuse is starting to really find the mojo when they get on the forecheck and start with the puck behind the net. She's recognizing that there's a chance for Syracuse to score. She takes the cover, gets the face-off, which Cornell has done really well against Syracuse today, opposite of what the notes say.
Cornell has won 18 face-offs to Syracuse's 15. Third line in for the Orange. something we haven't really touched on is the depth that this team has. Haven't really seen it on display so far, but all three of SU's top three lines produce. The first line, 32 points. The second line, 28. Then this third line actually has the most with 35. Chance for another here, but blocked away. The shot from Primo from the near side off the left pad of Mende. Now a chance for the first line. Izzy Daniel probing. Oh, inches away. Gillis Frechette was from punching in a score there.
Tried to get it back and just lost possession of it.
Van Gelder with a turnaround. There was one player earlier where if she was a lefty, it would have been a goal. Maybe if Frechette was a righty, that would have been a goal for Cornell.
Well, then we get to the point where we could say, well, then it would be a 5-3 game at this point.
Right.
Go down that
now we're
rabbit
just
hole.
living in hypothetical realms, and that's a pretty deep rabbit hole I don't really want to get into right now. But back to this third line, it's spearheaded by Maddie Primo, who leads this team in goals, tied for first in points, hasn't really been a factor today. And you might be like, well, she's on the third line. How's that possible? Well, again, because the third line produces the most for this team.
It's intentional. All these lines are set up.
Got a fight going on the right side. Alyssa Regalado and Madison Primo, speak of the devil, getting into a bit of a scuffle over there. They both head to the penalty box.
They were chirping each other back here in the Cornell zone for a moment. At one point, the puck was all the way down in front of Ariel DeSmet, but Maddie Primo and the Cornell, they were chipping with each other. They were chirping. This has been building. The tension between these two teams starting to get going, and that's what it turns into. A little bit of some hands to the face coming at each other in a helmet, going in front of your face. You take each other down, and the determination will be whether these are going to be minors or 5-minute majors.
Minors 5 minutes, majors 10 minutes. The officials sorting all of that out. You can't body check in women's hockey. You certainly can't fight. And it looked like Primo kind of the instigator there a little bit. Little extracurriculars there after she sent Regalado to the ice. So it results in 4-on-4 for right now. We'll see if it stays that way.
If it's going to be 4-on-4, because they're offsetting, it should be 2 minutes and 2 minutes. So just offsetting, well, not offsetting, both minors to open up the ice 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes.
I would argue to say that if it's 4-on-4, it favors Syracuse here because Rayla Clemens, again, we've talked about it over and over again. Broken record at this point. Speed demon. She eats up free real estate, and she'll have a chance to do that right here, 16-1.
Right off the faceoff, she immediately goes after the puck and whacks for it, but she's the speed. She's who they want to try and facilitate where the puck is going to go, but they also have some other speed. Sarah Thompson's pretty quick as well on the ice.
Thompson with 3 power play goals this year. Clemens with 1 shorthanded goal, so that's evidence to back up the claim that she's great when there's more space. So 4-on-4, shot from the point, off the right pad at DeSmet. Clemens runs it down. Chips it ahead, took some contact, no call. The Orange get a line change.
Each team electing to go 2 forwards, 2 defensemen in this 4-on-4 setting.
There's a turnover. Here comes Bellefontaine. Works by a defender, but didn't take the puck to the net. SU sticks with it. Off the bench is Batherson, and a takeaway.
Sarah Marchand just got tripped up by the ice on her way in, or that would have been a clean 2-on-1. Here's a chance.
Here's a 3-on-2 break for Syracuse. Bellefontaine leading it through the skate of Sarah Marchand. Now a counterattack for Cornell. Here comes Frechette. On her forehand, stick to the front. Daniel can't bury it. Had she been a lefty, maybe that's a goal. Instead, it's Bellefontaine 1-on-1. And she reverts course. 4-on-4 hockey's so fun. I mean, some great chances just right there as we get a stoppage in play.
No team likes having that 5th skater in the box, but like you said, it's so much fun. That's part of the reason why you see that shift now to 3v3 overtime when a game's tied at the end of regulation. It's because of the speed and how many chances there are. It gives each team the best chance to win as opposed to 5-on-5.
Here comes Izzy Daniel again. Yeah, if the talent on the ice wasn't enough to get you to buy a ticket, 3-on-3 will. Frechette with a one-timer, blocked away, and the Orange clear it. Grade A chance after grade A chance for Cornell, but no goals. Beacom on her forehand. Another save by Mende. Ariel DeSmet again, just a brick wall between the pipes. Kind of putting a Band-Aid on the cut right now, if you will, for Syracuse, keeping it at 3-0. 20 saves for Desmet. Needs just 12 more to reach 2,000 for her career. Clemens with a pass in front. Aaron Brousseau on the far side.
1 minute.
Brousseau, another player to keep an eye on, maybe going into the third period as we reach the final minute here in the second. Scored her third goal of the season last time she was on the sheet against Colgate. And that's something. I mean, Syracuse is looking for more offensive options. Here's a chance. Thompson around the bend, couldn't bury it. Another chance for Syracuse, though. Under 40 seconds.
Had a chance to pass it out to Brousseau, who was in the slot with nobody on her. That's those extra passes. If you can see it and take it, there's a chance you could have had a goal.
Here comes Cornell. Avi Adam tried to pass it in front. Couldn't find a teammate. Now she does, and nearly a goal. Oh, baby. Alexa Davis just inches away. The defender almost got involved in the scoring. One last rush for the Orange with Rhea Hicks. Battle in the corner, 2-on-2. As she wins it. Hicks to the front, chipped aside. Down to 2 seconds. Charlotte Hallett for the point. Redirected. And that ends the second period. So 2 more goals for Cornell. Syracuse had some chances as well, but as the final buzzer sounds, it's 3-0 Big Red heading into the third period. Very back and forth second frame, though, Matt.